Yeah, what's up, guys? Crazy Maya Fan 5 again. This time, today, we are taking a trip on the Tennessee Valley train station. Well, actually, Tennessee Valley Museum.
Leave the umbrella.
That is somebody's umbrella, please.
Come on, look at me.
How you guys got it? Oh.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Is it nice in there?
No, come on. They got a fan in here. Yep.
No, why you gotta always do bunny ears? Come on, mommy's trying to take a respectful picture.
Oh, Daddy, move. Move so I can read that
Enjoy
sign.
the fan.
Please do not climb on.
It says, please do not climb on the equipment. So we are here.
Do not climb on the train.
All right. Mia, it says, little girls, please don't touch. You see, already, me and mommy got to tell you to leave stuff alone. All right, let's go see where the ticket place is. No, let's go see where the ticket place is. I'm recording the video, so you already... Come on this way. Where are you going? See, I got to yell at my wife like a little kid because she's not listening to me either. No, that's not where you get the tickets. You got to go to the booth over there. All right, so I'm going to pause it here and then we're going to continue. So we are upstairs. These are all the telegraphs. Oh, they got a bathroom up here too. Elevator. They do have a bathroom upstairs and downstairs.
Ricky, and Andrew. Now,
where's she going? Where is she?
As we depart, because we'll be returning in a day or two, a week at the most.
We're moving, Janaya. This is your first train ride. Are you happy, Janaya?
Now, in case anyone is not aware of what this trip includes, this is a 55-minute experience that includes 15 minutes of travel in each direction on our 3-mile section of track that was donated by the Southern Railway, and a 25-minute layover in East Chattanooga, where we will have a turntable demonstration and a guided tour of our back shop. Now, at the moment, we are traveling east, but for our journey, we need to be traveling west. So we're going to start out by turning the entire train around on what is called the Y, or W-Y-E. It is a triangular-shaped junction in the track with switches in all 3 corners. You can think of it as performing a 3-point turn in your car, but on a much larger scale.
Like this.
Leave it alone.
How far is it?
Okay, hold this.
Now, when I mention look to the left of the right today,
Hold
that's
it.
according to the front of our train.
Here, watch
So
this
if
for
you are
Daddy.
in a road facing seat,
Okay.
left is left, right is right. If you're in a backwards facing seat, left is right, right is left. And if you're in a sideways facing seat, you're on the wrong train.
You lean their seat.
So, for example,
having
if
fun?
you were to look to the left of the train,
First
you would
train
see
ride,
the
huh?
Norfolk Southern Main Line.
This is first year station, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, that's it, because there's somebody behind you.
And just a reminder, we do not have a seating policy on board this train today. You're welcome to get up and move around as you wish. You can seat jump, you can car jump, just don't jump off. You can explore and even stand in the vestibules on the ends of the coaches if you would like for some fresh air.
The thing's snowing.
And before we get to East Chattanooga, if anyone does have a restroom emergency, we do have emergency restrooms
All right,
available
just-
in coaches 857 and 1037, which are cars number 2 and 3 on our train.
Because you guys were playing with the knob.
Now, as is the case with the
See, now we're going backwards.
require us to go in reverse, as you can see at the moment. That does create a problem for our engineer, though. He
Here,
cannot
put-
see where we're going at the moment. So the way this works is our conductor Dave is standing at the rear of our train, acting as the eyes for our engineer, communicating with him on the radio to let him know that the track ahead is clear.
No, give it to mommy. There's a garbage can right over there.
Now,
Just
once
hold
we
it.
finish this reversing move, our conductor Dave will begin making his way through the train from the back to the front to come and punch your tickets. So make sure you do have your tickets handy for him as he makes his way throughout the train.
Here.
As if you,
Okay,
just
sit
keep in
right
mind,
here.
if you don't have a
Sit
ticket,
next to
Dave
Daddy.
does like to have something to punch when he comes up to you, so it better be a ticket.
I have them. I have the tickets.
Yes, I do. I was brushing all the
See, we're backing up. See? That's the train
That is a
station.
bit about these coaches you're riding in today. Coach 857 at the rear of the train I'm speaking from. This is a lightweight silver streamlined car built in 1947 by the Budd Company for the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad. The 1037, that green one in the middle of the train, was built in 1911 by the Pullman Company for the Southern Railway as a sleeping car. In 1954, it was converted to a passenger coach. And the 906 at the front of the train, the Tuscan red car at the front of the train, it is a heavyweight coach built in 1924 by the Pullman Company for the Central and Georgia Railroad.
Give that to mommy. Give that to mommy.
To the left, you'll see our display yard. If you haven't already, once we get back to Grand Junction, I do highly recommend you explore that area. We got lots of equipment down there to look at and explore, and some of them are unlocked if you'd like to see the interiors.
No, screw over. I'm being squished.
Can you hold the cup? I don't need you spilling it like you just did with the other one.
Now, if you look to the right of the train, you will see a large number of rocks. Those are actually limestone, but some people take them for granted. It's one of the boulder sites along our route. Isn't it marvelous?
Dang.
It's getting a bit rocky in here. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Don't worry, it's just gonna get worse from here. Oh, speaking of Rocky, how about Rocky Top? I heard last week it was bye week 38, Tennessee 0.
Sure.
Rocky Top, you'll always be last in the SEC. To be elevated. We're now
Moving,
crossing
Kaden,
our
look.
first bridge over South Chickamauga Creek.
Hey.
In the water below, you may spot some turtles, river otters, or geese.
Oh, that
Now,
looks
just
like a
to the left
broken
is
old
some stone
train
piers.
track that
Those stone
fell.
piers mark the
No,
site
that's
of
an
the
old
original
train
bridge.
track.
On top of those stone piers would have been a wooden deck that the rails would have run on. Now, the original bridge in that location was made entirely of stone and was washed away in a flood in 1861. Unfortunately, an engineer did not see that that bridge had washed away in time, and
All those little
let's
tracks.
just say he and his train went for a swim.
We're moving. Those are old. Oh, you see all those old cabooses?
We're now crossing our second bridge over the Western Atlantic Railroad. That is the first line into Chattanooga, being completed by the state of Georgia in 1850. That line runs from Atlanta to Chattanooga and
Hold on,
is still
stay right
owned
here.
by the state of
Stay.
Georgia
Oh,
today.
here, I'll hold up.
They currently lease it out to CSX. That line is also home to a very famous story from the Civil War. You may have heard of it, the Great Locomotive Chase. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of it, The Great Locomotive Chase is the story of Union spy James Andrews and 23 others known as Andrews Raiders. They disguised themselves as civilians and made their way to Big Shanty,
You gonna
Georgia,
stay right
which
here,
is
or
today
you gonna
Kennesaw,
look out that
Georgia,
window or that
and
one?
stole a locomotive named General Paul's on a fuel, water, and mill stop. They plan to race the General all
You hear
over
Mommy, stay
to
right here.
Chattanooga while burning bridges and destroying tracks.
Ooh, it's super dark. You can see the walls moving right there. There we go. Made it through the tunnel.
We are now on the west side of Missionary Ridge. You can imagine traveling on a Southern Railway passenger train in the early 20th century.
Oh, Jaden. Look at the coals right there. That's where the coals are. Look at the train. Look at that big train, the crane train. The giant scooper.
Wow.
That's cool. Oh, that's a little nice. Jaden, really? Watch, you're gonna turn the train around. Watch right there, they're turning the train around. Go ahead, pet the chicken. Pet the chicken. Go ahead, pet the chicken. All right. Watch, they're gonna turn. Go, follow mommy. Jaden, don't you? Look, they're gonna turn the train around. You want to go in the shop? Jaden. No, they're gonna turn the train around.
The way we know the table's balanced is as the locomotive gets centered on the table. If you keep an eye on the far end of the table here where I'm at, you'll see it drop by the inches. That drop indicates that the table is balanced.
That's why it says do not. See, it says do not. Right there. Not touch the rope and do not walk past the yellow line.
Now, our locomotive today is the Southern 630, built in 1904 by the American Locomotive Company at their Richmond Works. At 115 years old, it is our oldest operating piece of equipment. It was built for the Southern Railway for freight service and did so for
Look
many
at it,
decades.
it's moving.
In 1952, it was sold off to the East Tennessee and Western North Carolina Railroad. After a little more than 2
Here,
years
Jaden.
there, the Southern Railway would
Jaden.
acquire the engine for use in the
Water.
Southern Steam Excursion Program. The Southern Railway did later become
Okay,
part of
after your
Norfolk
brother.
Southern, and Norfolk Southern would terminate the steam program in the 90s and then donate the engine to us in 1999. Now, this locomotive is a 2-8-0 consolidation, meaning it has 2 small pilot wheels in the front, 8 large drive wheels in the middle, and no trailing wheels under the firebox. It operates at 190 psi and produces 46,700 pounds of tractive effort. When new, it would have had Stevenston valve gear and sliding valves, but it was later converted to Southern valve gear piston valves and would have superheating units installed.
Back up, Jaden.
Now, just a reminder, everyone, for your safety, make sure you do stay behind that yellow line on the ground in front of you.
See? Told you. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit tonight.
Now, if you look up in the cab there, you'll be able to see our engineer, Andrew. He is responsible for operating this engine and getting us here safely today. So everyone go ahead and give him a wave.
Give him a wave.
Now, the way this locomotive here functions is our firemen, Brian and Ricky, are both hand shoveling about 3 to 6 tons of coal a day into the firebox where it is burning. On the front side of the firebox, there is a series of tubes that run the length of the boiler. Those are called the flues. The hot gases from the fire travel through those flues and then out the stack. Surrounding the flues and the firebox is water. That water is heated up until it turns to steam. Steam does expand, of course, raising the boiler pressure up to 190 psi. When Andrew opens that throttle, that steam is channeled through the unit and into these large cylinders you see on the side of the engine here. Inside those cylinders is a large piston the steam is pushing on either side of. Those pistons are connected to the rods you see on the side of the engine, and those rods are connected to the driving wheels. So as that piston is being moved in and out, it is rotating those rods, therefore turning the driving wheels and propelling the locomotive. Now, once that steam has been used, it mixes with the hot gases in a smoke box here at the front of the locomotive and shoots out the stack. And it's that exhausting steam that creates the chugging sound you hear when you see a steam locomotive. Now, as you can start to see the other side of the cow up there, you should be able to just see one of our firemen, Brian. He is responsible for maintaining the fire and the water level in the boiler to produce the steam this engine operates on. So without him, this locomotive would not be going anywhere. So give him a wave as well. Now that we've lined up with the correct track, if you all will follow me, we'll continue the tour in our back shop. Leave him rolling the way, but please stay on the time point and don't forget to not wander off into the track, grab a little balance for your safety.
Now we'll go into the back shop.
Restoration at this moment, and we'll put back in service once it is finished as well. Now this car is a bit different in that it's a baggage coach car. Some of they call it a car because it's got that baggage section there in the front, and then the rest of the car is a passenger seating section. So it's a little bit of both. Now, we are one of the only places in the nation that's equipped to restore steam locomotives from top to bottom in-house. We can do all that work here under this roof without shipping parts out to other locations like any other organization will have to do. Now, we currently have 2 operational steam locomotives, including the one you're riding on today, the 630. Now, does anyone have a guess of how long it took us to restore the 630 back to operation?
10 years? 10 years?
How many?
10?
10? You're actually correct. It was 10 years. 2001 to 2011. Now, how long do you think would have taken a Southern Railway crew on the Golden Age of Steam to do that same amount of work?
20.
20 years? All right. Anyone else? 50? Last call? 30? Do I hear 40? The correct answer is 1. Not 1 month. Well, actually, I mean, I gave it away. Not 1 year, just 1 month. 1 month. 10 years compared to 1 month. Why is that? Well, they had 3 things back then that we don't have today. The parts, the amount of skilled labor, and the money. If a part breaks on the 630, we can't just go to a hardware store and get a new part. Believe me, I have tried. AutoZone does not have them. We actually have to machine new parts from scratch right here in this building. We make all the parts ourselves. Next was the amount of skilled labor. In these back shops back then, there would have been about 100 to 150 people working on a single locomotive at a time doing all kinds of various tasks in an assembly line-like fashion. But today it's a very rare specialized and sought-after skill. Most people I've ever seen working on our locomotives at one time was just 5, but it's usually just 1 or 2 at a time. So there's that large of a difference in the amount of skill.
Look at that sucker. It's like Thomas the Choo-Choo Train. There they go. And that fine Louis right there. Coal trains and a chargeable electric car right there. Jaden. Come on, Mimi. We're going back inside the nice ice cold train. This is where they used to put their luggage, Mia. You see that? So we're going back on the train.